These are not exactly perfectly clean shoes. The thing is, they have been sitting in the corner of my bedroom since February of 2020, which is the last time I wore them to the courthouse. Let me explain a couple things. What I call the hearing is technically called the meeting of creditors. It's a hearing that takes place about a month after the bankruptcy case is filed, and every bankruptcy has one, whether it's a Chapter 13 or a Chapter 7, and it involves the trustee that has been appointed by the bankruptcy court or a lawyer representing the trustee, putting the person who filed the bankruptcy under my client is, one I'm concerned about is my client, putting the person who filed the bankruptcy under oath and asking them a whole long list of questions. And typically this always was done at the federal courthouse, either the federal courthouse in Minneapolis or the federal courthouse in St. Paul, or a specific location up in St. Cloud where I used to go once in a while. I would go down to the courthouse, pay for parking. I had my favorite parking spaces. I had my favorite places to meet with my clients before the hearing so we could prepare for the hearing. Not long ago, I heard an announcement, which I believe is the final word on this issue. They're permanently changing over to doing them by Zoom. But there's going to be a permanent protocol for Zoom meetings, and that's how they're going to do the meetings of creditors, and they're not ever going to go back to the courthouse or to an in-person location. And so I'm not sure when I'm ever going to be putting on these shoes again. I still think it's a very good idea to be physically present with my client. I like to have my clients here where it's easier to interrupt what's going on if I don't like how the questioning is going. Not really supposed to, but I might just be able to give a little bit more body language if I'm sitting next to my client in person. If you're my client, I want to have you come in here early, half hour, 45 minutes before the hearing. And we are going to go over a few things. I'm going to prepare you for this hearing. Make sure that you know what's going to be asked and that you're ready to answer those questions.